Ahoy hoy, I'm Planetwalk, and today we have Pseudoscientist number 10, and their name is ridiculously long, so I'm just going to refer to them as Flat Earth Banjo. Now, I have no idea why they're called Flat Earth Banjo. I assume that either they have a banjo, or given the rest of their name, maybe Banjo is the name of a place. Either way, and I think we can all agree on this, ukuleles are 1,000 times better than banjos. Leave a comment saying which is better, Flat Earth Banjo or Globe Earth Ukulele. Anyway, now that we have the serious part of the video out of the way, let's listen to what the Flat Earther has to say.
A couple of days ago when we were having our live stream, someone asked me about this flight, QR 920 Doha to Auckland from Qatar Airways. So let's talk about this flight today.
I sure am glad that, unlike Australia, they are acknowledging that New Zealand exists. Too often we get lumped in with those non-existent Aussies.
This afternoon is Thursday, November 24th, about 1 p.m.
Well, actually, no, it's Thursday, December 15th at 7 AM New Zealand Daylight Time. But in all seriousness, I don't really get why they're announcing when this video was recorded. If they're talking about a situation that may be changing or developing, then yes, I get that. But this is a Flat Earth video. Nothing in Flat Earth is developing or changing. This video is just as relevant today as it will be in 5,000 years. That is to say, not at all relevant.
This is the flight route according to Google Maps. When you type the cities of Doha and Auckland, this is what they give us. And this is the flight route according to the Great Circle Map website, which officially gives us the shortest route on a globe. So according to this route, the flight should fly over Australia, coming from the northwest of Australia, crossing and reaching Auckland, New Zealand.
Well, it is clearly fake because Australia doesn't exist. Whether you're a flat earther or a globe earther, we can both agree on that. And if you are wondering why they'd make up an entire continent, the answer is simple. It's clearly to sell more Vegemite. Just think about it. Why would they say that this continent is filled with spiders the size of houses? It's clearly to keep people away so that they don't find out the truth. That conspiracy theory has far more validity than whatever validity Flat Earth has.
When we look at the flight route according to Flight Radar, we see that things are not actually like that. So Flight Aware has the flight route live, the playback live. So as you see there, right there, you see that it goes way south of India and then heads towards the south of Australia. Norway is coming from the northwest of Australia or even north of Australia. As we saw, it goes under Australia, south of Tasmania, and then going northeast towards Auckland. Pretty weird flight path on the globe.
Look, I'm telling you, the reason why they do this is because Australia doesn't exist. If they simply went over Australia, then the people on the flight would be able to see, wait, we're supposed to be over Australia right now, but instead, there's just water here. Instead, they go around Australia so that the people on the flight don't get suspicious of the fact that they're not over land when they should be. You would think that if flat earthers were smart, they would clearly be able to see that this is the case.
And you see, it doesn't match any of these two on the globe. If Earth was a ball, it should definitely match with that. But let's now compare on a flat Earth map and see what we get.
Okay, so I'll admit, this isn't the first time that I watched this video, but the first time that I did watch this video, I was very curious what flat Earth map was he going to pull up? Because we can all see the problem if he were to use the standard flat Earth map, so that can't be the map. So clearly he will have to find a map where going from Doha to Auckland and going under Australia to get there is a straight line. By the way, you should probably ready your facepalm protection.
So here we have the mouse. We are going around Australia along the jet streams.
What? So let me get this straight. You're saying that that route doesn't work on a globe, so you propose that it works better on a flat Earth map where they have to go more out of their way to make that flight, and that somehow fixes things? You do realise why I warned you to wear facepalm protection, right? Actually, I just realised that everything that I'm saying here is kind of pointless because nobody is going to be conscious to hear this. I could add a minute of silence here and nobody would know because their facepalm knocked them unconscious, despite the fact that they were wearing facepalm protection. Gee, I'd hate to think what would happen if they weren't. Anyway, I do need to figure out how I'm going to kill some time so that I can actually give time for people to regain consciousness. I know! Singing in ukulele. Hopefully that doesn't make anything worse. Chemtrails on Earth, chemtrails on Venus, take him out of a plane, out of my
So this flight leaves Doha, goes straight south of India towards the jet stream, then flies along the jet stream south of Australia and Tasmania, and then reaches Auckland. So this is exactly the path of this flight. It makes more sense on the flat Earth map.
Well, it doesn't actually make more sense on a flat Earth map because, get this, jet streams aren't unique to flat Earth. It turns out that wind occurs regardless of what the shape of the Earth is. Maybe there might be a few problems with the way that wind occurs on a flat Earth because of, you know, Coriolis and stuff, but let's just ignore that for now. But your idea really does make less sense, because to go from Doha to Auckland in the way that you're suggesting on a flat map, that would be 1.5 times as far as just going directly there. So this means for this path to be more efficient on a flat map, wind would have to give you 1.5 times the speed. Now, I don't know if that's possible, but I kinda doubt it.
You see there, all those flights flying along the Antarctic Circle fly along the jet streams. We do not live on a ball. Flight routes prove that the Earth is flat.
So I have tried to figure out, okay, where are these jet streams? And as far as I can tell, they're always changing. They're not always going to be in the exact same place. This means that you cannot rely on jet streams to say, okay, this is why this flight is possible, because the jet streams somehow managed to speed it up 1.5 times. No, the jet streams will change, and as far as I know, aviation companies do not have control over the jet streams. It really does make more sense when Earth is a globe, Australia doesn't exist, yet they want to sell more Vegemite. Now, you might say, well, the plane goes over Tasmania, and Tasmania is a part of Australia. But here's the thing, Tasmania is not a part of Australia. Tasmania is Tasmania. There is no country in the world that is made up of more than one island.
Thanks, guys. I hope to see you again next week.
Okay, so that's it. That's their evidence. Flat Earth evidence is just getting worse, isn't it? One thing I do need to give credit for, though, is the song that I played earlier about chemtrails. That was written by conspiracy cats, not me, otherwise known as culture cats. I would feel bad if people thought that I wrote the song, when in actual fact, conspiracy cats wrote it 4 years ago. Anyway, another silly video out of the way. Now you may be wondering, well, surely the next person isn't going to be that silly, right? Well, no, you'd be wrong. Leave a like and subscribe and join us tomorrow where we will be taking a look at a flat earther that somehow managed to convince someone to marry him. I will see you for that. Between you and me, thank you for watching.